getting answers. This is CBS 13 Mornings.
Well, whiteout conditions in the Sierra shutting down major highways and leaving drivers stranded. We're tracking the blizzard conditions.
Plus, conditions on Highway 50 clearing up this morning. What you need to know, though, if you're heading up to the mountains today.
And a devastating farm fire forcing one man to rebuild. How the local community is helping their fellow farmer.
But first, let's take a live look outside this morning at the city of Sacramento on this Tuesday, February 28th. Good morning. I'm John Dabkovich.
And I am Dina Kupfer, and we start things off with meteorologist Tracy Humphrey. It is a first alert action day, so more weather is coming through. We have a look at that. Good morning to you.
You know, we had such a nice break that came in toward the middle and end of January, and we had all that sunshine. And I remember thinking to myself, I wonder if the storm door has closed. Apparently not. We got more rain, more snow in the forecast. That blizzard warning continues. First alert action day today as well. So the Sierra blizzard is in effect until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Because of the dire conditions up there and the rounds of snowfall that have been pretty heavy and some pretty strong winds, extended road closures. So for the valley, we still have a chance of thunderstorms today, and we're going to have a couple different waves of rainfall moving through. So for the foothills, here's a look at your impacts today. That winter storm warning is still in effect until early tomorrow morning. Snow levels coming down as low as around 1,200 feet in elevation today. 1 to 3 feet of snowfall is expected when it's all said and done. So you got more snow today as well, and winds up to 50 miles per hour for areas in that winter storm warning, and that will be for everything above 1,000 feet in elevation. For the valley, another quiet start, but don't let that fool you. We got 2 more waves of rainfall that will be moving through. South to southeast winds coming in today, gusting as high as 30 miles per hour, and of course there will be the chance of thunderstorms. So here's a look at your sites in California. Got rain showers for the Bay, for the Delta, as well as for the valley. That rain and snow mix coming in for the hills and for the Sierra. We do have that blizzard warning, and again with whiteout conditions expected. Do note, very cool today. Normal daytime high 65 today, 49 for the valley, 37 coming in for the foothills, and of course the Sierra is cold. They're also going to be looking at some below zero wind chill factors today in the Sierra. That is a look at your weather this morning. For your first alert traffic, here's Tina.
Thank you very much. All right, we got Walurga and Don Julio. We got a crash there reported. Also, here your drive times, super commuter drive times, 80, 580, Highway 12 looking okay so far this early morning start. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies. We'll be checking in with you throughout the morning. And right now, as we have been talking about, more than 75 miles of I-80 is shut down because of all of that heavy snow. And look at this live picture.
Wow.
Whoa, from Kingville. You can see on the bottom left corner of your screen just how quickly and hard the snow is coming down. Again, right now, the freeway is closed, starting at about Applegate if you're heading eastbound, all the way to the Nevada state line.
Dave Grassoff, though, is live in Applegate with how soon Caltrans says they could be reopening things there. Hey, Dave.
I'll tell you right off the bat, they're saying it could be tomorrow. And you guys know, geez, I-80 from California, it stretches all the way to the East Coast, major thoroughfare for commerce. And so when you shut that down, boy, the impact that just has. So, yeah, I'm at Applegate right here, just approaching. Applegate sits at about the 2,000-foot mark. And you can see there's big rigs, trucks just lined on the side of the road. And then just ahead of me, that's the Caltrans. They're making sure you're not going through. Yesterday I was here, of course, and it was just trucks. They were letting cars with four-wheel drive and chains go through. Not the case today. Also, I saw on the way up, there was a sign lit up, the Caltrans sign, 0 visibility. So that should tell you all you need to know. Why would you even want to drive if there's a sign that says 0 visibility? So, yeah, the roadway is shut down. Again, we're hearing that it could be tomorrow before I-80 gets opened back up. John, Dina.
My gosh.
What a mess. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Well, Caltrans says Highway 50 is back open this morning, but drivers still do have to put on chains from Placerville to Myers. Caltrans shut it down yesterday to do some avalanche control work. That left drivers stuck for hours, but we found one guy who figured out a way to pass the time. He broke out his skis.
Well, I'm on my way up to Reno and where I'm home, and got stuck, so I thought I'd get a little workout while I wait.
Well, some government buildings in El Dorado County are closed today because of the storm as well.
Well, dozens of local schools have also announced they will be closed because of all of this wet weather. You can find the full list on our website. That is CBS13.com.
New efforts are underway to help solve the homelessness issue in Elk Grove. The city is going to soon have millions of dollars to spend, and they're looking for ways to help people currently living on the streets.
Elizabeth Kling is getting answers on just what kind of programs leaders are now considering.
There could be people in this room who have experienced homelessness.
Community members coming together in a standing room only meeting to help end homelessness in Elk Grove.
It's very sad to see.
Last November, Elk Grove voters passed a new sales tax increase, and now the city has a big pot of money that can help fund a variety of civic needs.
It's expected to generate overall about $21 million annually.
77% of people who live in Elk Grove say addressing homelessness is a priority.
There are a lot of unhoused people here. They are not as visible as they are in many other communities, but they are here.
I see them regularly. A lot of them have mental health issues.
There's at any given time about 150 people experiencing homelessness. It's a mix of single adults and families with children.
Last year, the city council passed strict new homeless measures that ban more than 3 people from camping in the same spot. It also prohibits placing tents on sidewalks or blocking public facilities.
I think it's very sad that as a community we can't help those people and help them find a safe place to be.
Now, a top priority for some is creating an emergency homeless shelter to get people off the streets.
There is nothing down here for them like that. We've had a couple of temporary shelters here and there, but it needs to be consistent.
Particularly when we have weather like this.
Other ideas to help prevent homelessness include creating more affordable housing, eviction prevention funding, rental assistance, and job training programs.
We'll take this feedback, look at what's realistic to get going, and then we start budgeting for some projects.
Well, the new 1% sales tax increase goes into effect on April 1st. The city hopes to start spending the additional revenue by this summer.
Well, Sacramento's Catholic Diocese is telling the congregation that hard financial times may be ahead after more than 200 lawsuits alleging sexual abuse have been filed. The diocese says 80% of those claims are from before 1980, but 5 allege abuse after the year 2002, when the church instituted improved safeguards. So far, there has been no bankruptcy filing, but the diocese is not ruling that out. Survivor advocates say bankruptcy carries its own problems.
Most of the survivors are really looking to find out what happened to them, who all involved, who knew, how long had they known about their abuser. And when the civil process is halted by a bankruptcy proceeding, that stops too.
And the legal proceedings will continue over the next couple of months as other dioceses are going to consider bankruptcy as well. And in your regional headlines now, an arrest in a 40-year-old cold case out of Solano County. The sheriff's office there has arrested 76-year-old Herman Hobbs for the shooting death of 21-year-old Holly Campiglia back in 1980. Authorities say new DNA analysis connected him to the crime. Hobbs was convicted in a 1975 murder back in 2005. Detectives are now trying to determine if he may be linked to other unsolved cases.
Well, the icy roads are keeping tow truck drivers busy during this blast of winter weather we've been seeing. The owner of Lake Tahoe Towing tells CBS 13 he is seeing a lot of tourists driving up to Tahoe without chains or special snow tires and then getting stuck. He's also been helping a lot of Tesla drivers whose batteries run out of power. For anybody traveling out of the area, he says also to beware of GPS shortcuts because they could get you stuck in side roads.
Well, humans are not the only ones feeling a little turned around in our wild weather. Horses are too. Yeah, CHP Sonora actually posted this video on Facebook Monday showing 2 of its officers rounding up runaway horses. Cayenne and Buttercup walked more than a mile away from their stable when the officers spotted them on Big Hill Road and then helped to escort them back home again in Sonora.
The White House announced a new ban on TikTok on government devices.
Yeah, we've got Julissa Ortiz at the live desk with more. When does all this go into effect?
Oh, it's coming. The government cracking down on TikTok continues. Today, the White House gave government agencies 30 days to remove the app from all federal devices and computer systems. The Office of Management and Budget says that the move is aimed at protecting U.S. data. Officials suspect that China is using the app to spy on Americans. The ban does not impact the more than 100 million Americans who use TikTok on non-government devices. Dina, John?
Okay, Julissa, thank you very much. Appreciate that. 5:10 is the time on this First Alert Action Day. We got more snow up in the mountains. Tracy's back with the latest. Hey, Tracy.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, more snow. That snow just continues. It has not stopped. That's why when it's all said and done, 4 to 7 feet of snowfall expected from this latest barrage of storms. And then we have another storm system moving in Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. First Alert Action Day, that is today. That Sierra blizzard warnings is still in effect until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. Because of the snow conditions up there, road closures in the Sierra Valley thunderstorms are also part of the forecast again today, and the chance of some widespread rainfall. Take a look at your hour-by-hour forecast. It starts off some pretty chilly out there. 41 degrees. You got a wind coming in out of the south to southeast around 14. It's going to feel more like the mid to upper 30s. 45 degrees coming in around 9 o'clock in the morning. Better chance of rainfall when that first wave comes in around 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning. See a few breaks of sunshine in there, but the rain showers also pretty dominant. They'll be coming back and forth in the forecast. Take a look at this. First wave comes in and you can see the chance for widespread rainfall for many parts of the valley floor coming in around 6 o'clock in the morning. Some of those rain showers will be pretty heavy, coming in illustrated by the yellow that you see there. And then that system kind of moves up into parts of the hills where you'll be seeing a transition from rain that's heavy at times to snowfall that'll be heavy at times. 11 o'clock in the morning, a little break in the action, but I got another wave. This one comes in around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it will move up into the Sierra as well. After that, looks like we will finally have a chance to dry out. That won't really come until late tonight into early tomorrow morning. In the meantime, 4 to 7 feet of snowfall for the Sierra. Mainly rainfall less than 1,000 feet, but you can see Auburn, you'll get a little skosh of snowfall. That's a look at your weather this morning. For your First Alert traffic, here's Tina.
Thank you very much. All right, we got some problems. Bay Point, westbound 4 at San Marco Boulevard. Watch for that. It's on the on-ramp to the freeway. And a little closer to the Sacramento area, we also have Don Julio and Willerga there. You got a crash in the clearing stages. 205 and 580 drive times. There you go for your Tracy commuters. Looks okay right now. Caltrans cameras, here we go. We got I-80 at Watt Avenue. On the north side, coming in maybe from, Citrus Heights and heading out towards I-80 going across the top of town. Not too bad. Your Business 80 ride at El Camino, very quiet. And over at I-5 at Richards, there you go, near the Garden Highway out to downtown, southbound 5 looks good. All right, guys, back over to you.
Okay, thank you very much, T. The Supreme Court set to hear arguments on President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. More on what their decision entails coming up.
And a legal victory for the defense in the Alex Murdaugh trial, the major decision the judge made yesterday.